where is the Blue and Jonquil Mountains? But I see many bright students here, and I'm sure that you learn about that. So can I have someone tell me which parish? Name two of the parishes that we find the Blue and Jonquil Mountains. Did I see somebody stand up over there, one of those young ladies, yes? Okay, St. Thomas, St. Andrew, Portland. And so it's very lush forests that we're protecting. We were mentioned earlier. It's now a World Heritage Site, so it's not just important for us here in Jamaica, particularly for our water supply, see our waterfalls to the left of the photograph, but we're also needing to ensure we protect this very special area, not just for us in Jamaica, but for all of the world. And so, in order to protect the area, we need funding. And so GCDT was very happy because we partner with NPAS in the management of this site. And although you might have been hearing, we're getting funds from the Tourism Enhancement Fund, here, there, and wherever else, the fact is that our annual budget is close to about $35 to $40 million per annum, and we only receive about $15 million from the Natural Resources Conservation Authority through NPAS. So we have to think about where to get the other funds from. And one of the ways that we can do that is through tourism. And so when we heard about the NPAS project, we were very happy to be made aware of the funds that were available, having the same problem as the others. But these were some of our objectives here. And so we heard about this project from NPAS, and it had a number of the purpose. You had to ensure that you had a project based on the business plan that had been prepared earlier under the project. It was linked to tourism, and it would help to achieve conservation and community development objectives. As I said, it's a revenue generation project, and so our objectives are listed below, providing tents and so on. Our first objective, so we were able to purchase tents, and now you can come up to Hollywell, which is the main recreation area within the Blue and Jonquil Mountains National Park, and you can camp in the great outdoors. We had a number of challenges because, for example, the cost of tents and availability of tents, and we've also found that the high winds that we sometimes have in the area destroy them, and we will have to replace them a bit earlier than we thought. We also wanted to produce branded souvenirs for sale, and so now we have t-shirts and caps for sale at our office and also at the main recreation area, Hollywell. And we had some issues there because we wanted to produce a number of other items like blankets and raincoats. Those of you, anybody ever been to Hollywell? Yes. Okay, so is a blanket or a raincoat something that perhaps you would want to have? So that's the next thing that we need to work on. How do we get those with our logo on at a price that people can afford? We also wanted to increase promotion of coffee and other tours. One of the things that we find is people come to Hollywell and they just sit, relax, enjoy, and do nothing else. But we would like people to go further. We'd like them to explore and participate in some of the tours, not only because they would learn more and would be even more enamored with the Blue Mountains, but also it would help to generate more income. But it means that people need brochures, they need information, so we were able to install this sign on one side, something about Hollywell, on the other side, the Blue Mountain Peak Trail. And in the middle, we have left space that will help us to generate some income from tourism attractions in the area. We hope that they will be advertising in the slots that are left there. We also have some on the left. There's a tuck shop that we had, but we didn't have the facilities inside to allow for the sale of food and beverage. And when you get to Hollywell, you get very hungry because of the cold air and the fresh air. You want to be able to buy something. Now we're able to have that facility. And The other thing, so now we're looking for the concessionaire to manage that site. In terms of lessons learned, I'm just going to highlight on one of them. For a project, you need to have creativity and flexibility, and we appreciate the level of creativity and flexibility that the NPAS project allows. Because sometimes you have to, even with our experience in doing projects, you find that you often have to adapt and do something a bit differently from what you had initially planned. We know that the site has a lot of potential for tourism, and we look forward to continuing to work with NEPO and the UNDP on managing the area for Jamaica and the world.